Welcome back to another day in my Lego organization journey. If by some chance you're just finding this, I'm currently working on not only my Lego studio, which is the space you see here, but also my Lego storage room of doom over to my left that is still a very scary place. But right now I'm sitting here on this sofa that for the very first time in a very long time is completely free of Lego or anything else for that matter. And I'm just like soaking this in. It's a great feeling, and I know if you're watching this, it probably feels like a small win, but for me, it's a very big win. In fact, this whole series has been a lot of big wins. It started in the storage room, finding a new home for all of my binders of Lego manuals on a lovely bookshelf donated by Mrs. Brickitect. Then I moved into the studio and built a bookshelf for some of my Lego sets that were in storage so I could display those nicely. And then I did it again. And then Clark and I took all of these Lego Classic boxes that I had and we broke those all down and got all the pieces out of those ready to part out. And that's pretty much where our big wins end and the story picks up today. It finally hit me when I was looking at this table full of bags of Lego that need opened and sorted and put into the proper bin that I realized not every single day that I do this is going to have that massive sense of accomplishment that building a shelf has or getting rid of a ton of boxes has. Some of it is going to be the grind, and I got to get in the trenches. And the battle that I'm fighting now is back here on my work table, I guess is what I'm calling it. It's actually two tables put together, and I've spent an incredible amount of time down here working on this. You're like, Greg, what the heck is that? It's just an empty sorting bin. And it is. I emptied this out. This was completely full of Lego pieces and I got them all sorted and I got them put away. And that felt good, but it felt like I put a lot of time into something that I don't have a lot to show for. Like, you're probably not impressed by this. Not quite as much as having that shelf back there. So these are the small wins that I'm experiencing. I got that emptied out. I've got this emptied out. I got this emptied out. And it still feels good. It's just like, I wish I had something more to show for the amount of time that I put in because it's been a lot. I've listened to a lot of podcasts while I've been doing this, but I did want to show you something here today. This is the very end of all of the sorting that I had prior to what's all back there on that table. And I'm just going to celebrate this little win for myself. This organization journey that I'm on is making me realize that not every day is going to feel like a big win. In fact, some days may not feel like a win at all, and some are going to feel small. But every day that you put the work in and you make progress, that is a win. And I try to remind myself in the moments when I feel discouraged, when I feel like I don't have a lot to show for the amount of work that I've put in, that it's about more than just the pieces on this table. These are symbolic of something that I'm working towards that is much bigger than anything that I could accomplish in one day. It's about having an organized space where I can work freely, feel at peace, and know where everything is, ultimately creating a space that Clark and I can build awesome stuff and share it with you, and just feel that sense of creativity and encourage other people to have that as well. That's what this is all working up towards. And while we're on the topic of creativity, I want to show you something that I worked on that it's also a small win, and I don't have a lot to show for it, but was nonetheless something that I accomplished and I want to share. This guy right here, he's from the Eternals. I don't know his name, but he came with these legs that I wasn't a huge fan of. And I didn't complain about this. What I decided to do was make something of my own that I would like better, and that is what I did. So the other night I was down here and I created these legs for him and gave him some better knee articulation so he can be posable, because I love Lego action figures. In fact, I spent probably more time than what is acceptable on these feet. I wanted to show you my original one, just so you can see where we came from. That was the original foot that I made, and then this is the one that I ultimately made. In fact, I changed up the whole way the ankle works. There's some really good articulation there. So I put a little bit thickness on there, and if I can get the right angles, you can see that we did a little better than what I started with, and I'm happy about that. So the biggest thing I think that I can learn from today's story is that you got to have a sense of pride in what you do, regardless of how big or small it is, and know that you're working towards something that's much bigger. So this guy is a little symbol of that, and it's also a symbol of the fact that I don't want this whole thing to be nothing but me organizing, even though you guys are really enjoying it, and you guys want to come along on this journey, which is really cool. I'm thankful for that, because this obviously isn't the type of Lego content that most people probably want to see. But if anything, maybe this can encourage you in some way to maybe get some of your stuff organized, maybe sort some of your pieces, maybe take a Lego set and make it better. Make it, well, I won't say better, but make it something that you like better. And just keep making progress towards whatever it is that you are working towards. That's the most important thing, and that's what I plan to show here every day. So come back in the next video. All these pieces are going to be gone. Hopefully all of those other ones will be gone, or maybe we'll do like a bag a day of all those classic pieces that are up there on my coffee table, and we'll keep building cool stuff and sharing it with you along the way, including some sets and things, because I have some of that, but I also have a lot of sets to tear down. So there's going to be a lot of Lego organization to come. If this is your thing, I'm excited to have you here with me. From me and this unnamed soul from the Eternals, we wish you guys a pleasant day. Have a glorious one, and we'll see you in the next Lego organization video. Bye.